Chosen ones, empaths, you've got to understand the reason for the devaluation throughout the relationship. You see, when the narcissist first laid eyes on you, they knew you were high value. And the more you showed of yourself to them, the higher your value increased. But they didn't meet that high value with love and admiration and sort of letting you know your worth. They met that value with devaluation. Now, the devaluation, even though it feels physical, it's actually illusionary. The devaluation process, it's all based on illusion. It's not based on something tangible. They do this devaluation to try and knock you down a peg or two, right? But deep in the core of them, they know how high value you actually are. So they do this continuously throughout the relationship, the devaluation, just to knock you down, because they know how high value you are. They've known how high value you are since the very beginning they met you. It's why they chose you. They don't just pick anyone. The narcissist doesn't just pick anyone. Especially, well, after a relationship ends, they tend to make dreadful mistakes and they monkey branch. But those are those relationships that they rush into straight after when they've discarded, right? But they've got a sense of judgment where they picked you for a reason, right? They picked you because you are high value. They picked you for that reason. And they picked you because they saw a unique set of traits within you. When it comes to after the relationship ending, you know, you're at a broken point. They've devalued you. You're still the same worth in God's eyes, in the universe's eye, in the way of the way the universe looks at you, or the way God looks at you. You're still high value. But this illusionary spell has been cast on you to make you not realize your worth. So they've played all these mind games, they've done all this devaluation, and it's made you not really realize your worth and your potential. But that is illusionary. It's nothing factual. It's all illusionary. It's not physical. The actual devaluation, although you might feel it physically taking place and you might feel like shit, it's not actually real. You see, it's all a spell of a narcissist, them casting a spell over you to make you feel that way. But when it comes to them seeing your value increase again after they've discarded you, this causes them to crumble. This really causes them to crumble. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It will take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. But, you know, I know not straight away you're going to feel like you've got your value back. I know not straight away you're going to feel like you're back to yourself and that. But through the course of time, and I'm not saying time heals, but through time you learn how to deal with it. And your value will come back, you know, both illusionary and physically. You'll start to realize your worth again. And the narcissist hates this. They hate this with a passion. They actually hate it with a passion. To see you rise again, to see you get stronger, to see you get more resilient, to see you rebuilding your life back together, putting the pieces that are missing in your life back together, potentially even moving on with someone new that's actually an empath. You know, it destroys them. It destroys them. And it's not like just moving on with someone else destroys them. When they see your value That's the best way I can put it. They feel like they're missing out on something now. You see, they put you through that whole devaluation process. They done all that to you, and it didn't work. It didn't work, and it didn't work. Why? Because you're a chosen one, because you're an empath, because you didn't get defeated by the narcissist, because you didn't just fold over. You've got resilience, you've got determination, and you're able to rebuild yourself back together. And this crumbles the narcissist. They crumble. They decompose. You know, they're disgusting human beings. They gratify themselves with some of the most sick and twisted stuff. So them seeing you in a place of pain brings them so much pleasure. And the moment that they see your value increasing, they see you becoming better than you once was. Now, this doesn't have to be to do with anything materialistically, right? This can just be in general, in your spirit, in your soul. Your spirit is getting enriched. You're becoming more. You're coming more in tune with yourself. You're developing. But also, it can be materialistically. Like you might get a new car. You might get that promotion. You might get a new house. You might get, you know, and they'll see your value increasing, where they know that you don't want them anymore because you're past that. Like, you've increased in so much value where there's no way that you'll go back to them. You don't care about their silent treatment. You don't care about them not talking to you. You don't care about all the mean stuff they said to you. You know, you don't care about all the devaluation they put you through. You just rose above it like a phoenix. And this destroys them. It absolutely destroys them to see us survive the abuse, you know, and not just survive and get by, actually survive and rise. This destroys them, and they want a piece of the pie. They want to come circulate back around now. They want to come pop out the woodwork with the Hoovers. They want to come and try and get back in. They want to try, you know, and even if it's quiet, they're watching you from a distance anyway. If you're not on social media, then they'll probably use flying monkeys, maybe associates of yours that know you. They'll try to find out some information on you. If you are on social media, then they're probably watching your profiles from fake accounts, even if you've blocked them and stuff. They're desperate. They're so desperate. And this is what I say. It's the main ingredient that you need to focus on after a narcissistic relationship is your healing and rebuilding your value. And you know, don't be scared to take some risks. And, you know, if there's that business that you've always wanted to do, don't be scared. Try it, attempt it, because it's better to fail at a business than never to do it at all, right? And even if you're a failed entrepreneur, you know, you set out to do some businesses and, you know, it hasn't worked out, like, your value's still increased, you know, because you're a businessman or a businesswoman, and you've decided to partake in business. And yeah, it hasn't worked out, but a lot of businesses do close in the first year, and you know, that might be the ingredient that you need for your next business that you try to endeavor into. Like, and it doesn't just have to be materialistically, as I said. You just enriching your soul, enriching your spirit, becoming better, maybe getting closer to God, maybe meditating, maybe doing affirmations, whatever it is you're doing. You're becoming stronger, you're becoming more resilient, and it destroys them. They're in pain over this. They're the opposite end of the spectrum. You have to understand this. So our pleasure is their pain, and our pain is their pleasure. That's the way it goes. So our pleasure is their pain, and our pain is their pleasure. That's how sick and twisted they are, right? And that's just the outlook they have, and they've had that through the whole relationship. It's why they've, you know, they try and ruin birthdays, holidays, you know, celebrations. They always try and ruin these days because it's not about them. You know, they're miserable individuals. They're miserable individuals. And, you know, you increasing your value is one of the best things you can actually do. It's one of the best things you can actually do. So anyway, thank you for watching today. please press the like and the subscribe button. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you would like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I have the secondary channel, the spiritual channel. If you'd like to check that out, the link for that channel is also in the description box. Anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.